Guys, you're welcome back again on my channel. So on today's tutorial we'll be learning how to cut a 720-degree flare. So that is what we'll learn how to cut today. So please guys, if this is your first time of butting into my channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channels and hit the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos you will get notified. So without wasting much of our time, you can see here I have a bridal satin fabric. So this particular tutorial I'll be after this is the bridal satin I'll be using for a particular lace. So I'll first of all cut on this bridal satin before I will transfer it on my lace. So this is what we have here. Remember, we are cutting a 720-degree flare. What does that mean? It simply means we have 180-degree flare. 180-degree flare is half of 360, right? So then 360 is half of 720. It simply means 360-degree flare times 2. So that is what we learn how to cut today. So it's more fuller than the normal 360. Why 360 is more fuller than the 180-degree flare. So guys, let's start work. So what we do first, so I have this fabric here. So let's do the calculation first. My waist measurement, the waist measurement I will be working on for this particular tutorial, I have the waist measurement of 30 inches. So but I will be adding extra 4 inches, or you can add 5, but mine I will be adding extra 4 inches of sewing out, because we'll be joining we'll be cutting the 360 by 2, like I said, for the 720. So we'll be joining for the after we have allowance for the joining and also for zipper allowance. So I'll be adding 4 inches, making 34 inches. So now to get the radius to be working on, then what we'll do right now, so in total I'll have a 34 inches of the waist measurement, right? So 34 divided by 2, like remember we are cutting our 720-degree. So you divide your waist measurement or whatever measurement you are cutting, you divide it by 2. So when I divide 34 by 2, I will have 17 inches, right? So that 17 inches you are going to divide it by 6.28. You understand? So cutting the normal remember, when you're cutting the normal 360-degree, you fold this way. So after folding this way, you fold again, right? You fold it in a square form like this, so that we'll be able to get our radius and the length, making this is 360, how to fold 360. So now when you are cutting the 720-degree flare, it means you will be cutting this 360 by 2. Okay, so 34 divided by 2, I have 17 inches. Normally, I'm supposed to divide my 34 by 6.2, right? But this time around, I'll be dividing it by 2. So half of it, I will cut half of the waist measurement first. Folding, that is folding it the way we fold for 360. That is just the simple meaning. I'm trying so that we'll be able to understand. I'm trying to be more explanatory. So now, so we are going to be dividing that 17 inches, half of my 34 for the waist. We'll divide it into 2, making 17 inches. Then we'll divide that 17 by 6.28 inches. So that is what we'll do right now. So for us to fold our fabric, remember in my previous videos, I always emphasize on how you fold your fabric in order for you not to waste overfold. By the time you finish cutting, you find out that you have wasted enough excess material. So what I do, I'll first of all fold like this. So since my then if I divide that 17 divided by 6.28, I'll be having 2.7. So 2.7, you understand? So but I'll go ahead and round it up by 3 inches. You can still maintain your 2.7 if you wish, but I want to round it up to 3 inches. So now the radius is 3 inches, right? I will place my tape here. I will mark out my 3 inches. So this is 3 inches for the radius. Now we are just trying to get the number of fabric we put on fold in order not to waste material. So having gotten the 3 inches, like I said, I want to round it up to 3 inches instead of using the 2.7. So here Wherever you're attaching your, if you're making a skirt, fine, you can remove maybe your band, the band you'll be using. Then by this particular one is for, it's a peplum top, so I'll be attaching it to a upper bodice. So what I will do right now, I will remove my shoulder to waist measurement, which is 17 inches. So here I have my 17 inches. I will place it here, 17 inches, right? So you can see my tape is on 6.5. So make, by the, I've added extra half inch of joining. So by the time I will sew here, this is my 17 inches, right? So you determine the length. You can determine maybe your top length. I normally use my blouse length, top length, which is 24 inches. For this particular one is 24 inches. So I'll go ahead and add extra half inch of sewing allowance. So when I do that, so here I'll be having, this is my 17 inch for the shoulder to waist. So this is my 24 plus extra half inch of sewing allowance, making 24 and a half. You understand? So if you measure now, you find out that I have 8 inches. You see? So if you don't want to do, you already know how many inches of peplum you want, how the wideness, how many inches it's going to be. So you simply, after getting your radius, you simply mark it out. So this is, let's say I have it already. This is my 8 inches. So this is the length I want to use for my peplum. So after doing that, the next thing you do right now is to measure the total of everything you have. So you can see I have 11 inches. Everything is 11 inches. So now I'll be folding 11 inches of fabric. I'll putting it on fold. You understand? So that I won't go ahead and fold like 15 inches or 20. By the time you finish cutting, you find out that you've messed up. You've wasted a lot of fabric. So now the whole thing we are putting on fold is 11 inches. So let's go ahead and fold it. So now I have my 11 inch here. I'll go ahead and measure it out to get my 11 inches. So okay, so this is my 11 inches here. So now I'll go ahead and fold it again, like the way you fold for 360 degree. So I'll go ahead and fold it again, 11 inches. Remember, this is more than 11. You can adjust. This is to enable you get the exact measurement, not so that you won't be able to waste your fabric. I don't like wasting much fabric. I don't like wasting fabric at all. So that is why I come up with this um, pattern, with this method of getting it first. So I have my 11 inches here. So this is my 11 inches. Okay. So guys, you can see I've folded my 11 inches. Here I have 11, here I have 11 inches. So here, so we'll go ahead and put our 3 inches radius. I will go ahead and mark out our 8 inches length. So here, as you can see, I don't want to waste fabric. This is the air. I don't want this part to appear. So that's why I have here. So you can see I didn't waste much fabric. So I'll go ahead and mark out my 3 inches radius. So you mark it all around, just like you do when you cut, when you want to cut 360 degree flare. So I'm marking out my radius for my waist measurement. We are cutting one part first. So this is it. This is what I have for the radius, 3 inches. So right now, remember we have a total of 11 inches. So I will go ahead and measure 11, or you can place your tape here and get your 8 inches. It's still the same, but I like it from this part. So I will be marking out my 11 inches. So this is my 11 inch, my 11 inches. So here I have my 11 inches. So my 11 inches, I'll go ahead and mark it all around. So as you can see guys, I've marked out my 11 inches. You see? So this is the first part, the first part of the peplum top. So what I'll do right now, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So I'll go ahead and cut this out so that I'll be able to cut the second flare. Okay guys, as you can see right now, I've done cutting out the first the first part of the flare. So this is for the one. So I'm going to cut extra one again to complete this the 360. So we're going to cut it again to complete the 720 degree flare. So you can see I've already folded my fabric into two, just like we did while cutting this one. So I placed the first flare on it, so I'll use it to trace. I will be tracing it exactly. I'll just trace it out, so I'll be able to cut out the second part of the flare. So that is what I've done. So right now I'll just trace it. I'll just cut it out. So I'll be cutting it out so that it will complete our 720 degree flare. So alright, so guys, this is what I have here. I'm done cutting out our 720 degree flare. So what you do next, I'll be transferring this on I'll be using it to cut a lace. So I'm sewing a peplum top. So you can go ahead and add your crinoline if you want it to stand. By this, I won't be adding any crinoline to it. You can even add your gum stay as well as your crinoline, so it will be able to stand, to have that effect, that standing effect. So what I'll do right now, how we are going to sew this peplum right now, we are going to slit here one part open. So I'll be opening this part. I'll go ahead and cut it open. You see, I've cut this one open like this. I'll go ahead and cut the second part, one side open. You see? So basically what we'll do next, so after I must have cut my lace, I'm done cutting it. So this is how we're going to join it. You see, we are going to be joining one part. When you join, you can see that the radius for this thing is complete. You see, so we will now get our full waist radius. So let me go ahead and pin it, so we'll show us what it looks like. So guys, I'm done pinning it. So this is what it looks like. Are you see? So you can see the draping. So have you seen the fullness? So this is actually how it looks like. Don't worry, the joining part will be in the middle. It doesn't matter. You can even go ahead and pleat it if you don't want it to appear. See the way I pleated here. You can go ahead and do some pleat so that nobody will see the joining. You see, this is the effect. So if you find out that it's excess, you can go. I intentionally rounded it to 3 inches so that I will get more excess. Sometimes you can even add, you can make it, maybe if your radius is 3, you can add extra so that you'll be able to pleat it. By the time you do some pleat, you see that it will be more fuller. So this is it, guys. So this is actually how to cut it. If it's excess, you go ahead and do some pleat. It will even give it more fuller effect. So thank you guys for joining me on this particular tutorial. So if you find this tutorial very helpful, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so that whenever I upload new videos, you will get notified. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.